Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the elder apostles as well as the elder bishops who labored to teach us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word in truth, sincerity, and indeed. I'm your brother Kapatazar from the Great Millstone Chicago branch, coming at you with another real quick, Lord willing, edifying lesson. And it's looking like the fix is in. This looks like some more skullduggery from Esau Edom. As you can read, police say the man behind ballot box fires has metalworking experience and might plan more attacks. Basically, what's happening is during this upcoming election, people can cast their votes early, and so they drop their ballots in these drop boxes. But somebody in Oregon and Washington and all type, basically around like the West Coast and shit, because it's a few other states where this has been happening. People been lighting ballot boxes on fire, and they may use this as justification, or this may lead up to a rigging of the election. All right, and, we all know nothing with this devil is absolute. Nothing with this devil is fair and square. It's always some extra shit being thrown in the game. But nonetheless, this has been happening, and they're saying he's planning on doing some more arson as far as these ballot boxes are concerned, and in certain states they fuck up the count. That can so-called sway the vote, which your vote really don't matter. Okay, and this is how this is all set up to get people going. Your vote don't fucking matter, man. All right, they're gonna select who they're gonna select. All right, we already know. I forget. I think it was Theodore Roosevelt. I think he's the one that said presidents are selected and not elected. So they pick and choose who they want in office. And then they even throw it in your face. There's this government. There's this government entity called the Electoral College. Who the hell? These are a bunch of other, I guess, officials nobody knows about that ends up picking the president anyway. So it's all bullshit, man. But nonetheless, the point is the fix is already in, and they're already finna get people worked up. You really don't have to go into this article. But yeah, this dude, he's been burning up ballot boxes, all right, all over Michigan and Washington, multiple attacks. And it's just very funny with all this technology, right? They can't seem to find this nigga, They know the type of car he's driving, they can't hone in on who this guy is. They can't track him down, You guys know it's all bullshit, man. But nonetheless, because of this, DC is preparing for riots and civil unrest because the fix is going to be in. We don't know who's going to win. Me personally, I feel like they're going to end up giving it to this, to Kamala Harris. I feel like they're going to end up giving her the keys to this presidency, and that in itself is going to cause a lot of, it's going to create a lot of angry Americans, especially these Edomites, but shit, even Jake is in the mix. Even these heathens are in the mix, when it comes to politics and shit like that. The leader of the free world, so-called, So it's some foul play at hand, but nonetheless, let's play this little video real quick.
Preparation for tonight's event. At the same time, just blocks away, DC Assistant City Administrator Chris Rodriguez was briefing the DC Council on security preparations for Election Day through January 6th and Inauguration Day, telling lawmakers DC is bracing for the possibility of, quote, large-scale riots and civil unrest.
Rodriguez also told council members they are preparing for historic crowds in D.C. on Inauguration Day, no matter which candidate wins. D.C. Police Chief Pamela Smith briefed reporters this morning. She said her officers are ready for all the different events taking place today as well as the coming months.
I want to assure you that the Metropolitan Police Department and all of the D.C. government agencies continue to prepare for these events. The Metropolitan Police Department supports individuals peacefully exercising their First Amendment rights. But I want to be very clear. We will not tolerate any violence of any kind. We will not tolerate any riots. We will not tolerate the destruction of property. We will not tolerate any unlawful behavior. Offenders will be arrested and will be held accountable.
You know, and there you have it. So they're already suspecting some shit is going to go down. All right. And, you know, to be honest, you know, maybe I'm just ignorant to some things, but I don't really too much see people worried about the people that support, you know, Kamala Harris. You know, they don't seem like the type to really fuck shit up. It's those real Americans, man. It's those Trump supporters. Those are the ones they worried about, man. Those are the ones that's really gonna come with the funk, man. You know, if they feel that their boy has been cheated once again out of presidency, okay? And it's looking like that's probably getting ready to happen. And if so, shit, hey, bring on the noise. This is 2 Ezra 15:14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." And like I said, America's more divided than it's ever been, especially when it comes to Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative. You know, it's Egyptian versus Egyptian, going back to Isaiah 19. These people are totally divided and at each other's necks when it comes to how this country should be ran, right? It says, verse 16, "For there shall be sedition among men." What is sedition? Uprising of the government, insurrection, all right? Total rebellion against the government body. Because what? People suspect foul play is at hand, all right? Like I said, when it comes to Democrats, Democrat or Republican, it don't matter, but especially when it comes to Democrats, certain agendas are pushed more heavily, all right? As far as, you know what I mean, the rainbow shit, all right, being pushed on your kids and things of that nature versus, you know, Republicans, most of them consider themselves more conservative, more traditional, old value, you know what I mean? Which they have their icks as well, you know, but a lot of the goofy shit you see going on in the world, it's due to Democrat, liberal, you know, blue state agendas and policy. You know, it's the majority of the migrants that flooded this country, they got shipped to blue states, you see? So there you have it. You know, Texas was shipping them motherfuckers out. All right, now don't get me wrong. Some of them are in Texas still, but for the most part, them red states, hey, they were shipping their ass out and then dropping them off in blue state areas, man, which is causing further destabilization of the country, you see? And people don't like that, okay? But continuing on, verse 16, "For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes," right? So people in authority, government figures, you know, they're not going to give a damn about the policy. They're not going to care none of what they're talking about. They're going to feel cheated and wronged, and they're going to react in the spirit of patriotism, you see? They're going to look at defending this country against threats, foreign or domestic, you know, homegrown. So if they feel like the so-called deep state then cheated them, which the deep state is behind both of them, but if they feel cheated, hey, they're going to react. It says, "And the course of their actions shall stand in their power." See? So at that point, you know, it's a lot of the spirit of vigilanteism, you know, militias, you know, like I said, old school patriotism is going to come into effect. And that's when you're going to have civil unrest and complete rebellion against the government, man. And this country is going to fucking implode. It's going to destroy itself from the inside to the outside. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, see? So be it martial law, be it certain governmental factions controlling city states, borders thereof, you're going to have to answer to somebody, not the police. All right. Or like I said, that spirit of patriotism, that vigilante shit, He said in that movie, Civil Unrest, he said, I'm American. What kind of American? You see? Because if you're the wrong kind of American, they're going to look at you as a domestic T-word, man. All right. You very much the enemy in the eyes. OK. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And this is all what the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai are yearning for. OK, we're yearning for this place to crumble and fall apart, because as that happens in America, that means the kingdom of God is at hand to be established in the earth, wherein we will have peace. OK, wherein there will be no complaining in the streets, where justice and righteousness is going to flow throughout the earth, man. But that can only happen when this kingdom is uprooted, you see? And this is just another telltale sign that the wicked are in authority. This is the book of Proverbs 29:2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, see? And, these, what do you say? We got to prepare for unrest. That's all a token of the wicked being in rulership, because people are going to be mourning. People are upset. People are disgruntled and displeased with their government and the agendas and the policies that they got going on, because it's hurting your everyday American. It's hard to have faith in your government when you can barely afford groceries, when you're living paycheck to paycheck. Because I'll be honest, hey, shit was goofy. It was still wicked as hell when DJ Trump was in office, but hey, niggas wasn't broke. You see, gas was cheap, food was cheap. You see, you didn't have a bunch of so-called illegal immigrants in the country. Okay, using up resources, which, hey, like I said, the men of the Lord have no dog in this fight. We just want to see this bitch go down, But as when you compare it, the 4 years under DJ Trump versus the 3.5, 4 years under Biden and Harris, it's night and day. It's apples and oranges, and people know that. People understand that. So, and people want to go back to how it was, man. But there's no healing this place. What the scriptures say, take balm, if it be so you may heal her, But America is getting hit with an incurable wound, man. And she's not going to rise back up again. Now has come the judgment from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai upon the great whore of the daughter of Babylon. And these events and things like this that the men of the Lord report on, all of these are leading up to the grand event, man. Okay, which is going to lead to the destruction. But first, this place has to fall first, man. All right. Let me get this ended. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 25. It says, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? See? So this place is on its way out. Okay, the house of cards is about to crumble. And hey, we just pray that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai be with us in our household, okay, in the days to come. Because it's really, this country is going up, man. All right. I've said it in previous lessons. It's all gas, no brakes from now to this election and even after. Okay. This country's not going to be the same. So With that, hope this was edifying. Praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash, Shalom, and Abba.